Hey everyone, so I just thought it'd be fun just to do kind of a simple get ready with me. I have some fun stuff that I wanted to discuss with you. So I did previously work today, so if you see any like remnants of makeup, I try to just like scrub all my makeup off. I did leave my brows. I am trying to grow them in right now a little bit, so I just left them to make it easy. I just feel like it's like one of the steps that takes me the longest in the morning, so I just thought it'd be best just to skip that for right now. But yeah, let's just roll on and get started. Okay, so first starting off, what I've just been using is from Pixie. It's the Hydrating Milky Mist in the morning. I'm feeling a bit extra dry right now, but probably because I just like rubbed my makeup off, but I don't know if it's like the summer. It feels so nice, it smells so nice. But with like the summer weather or something, I just noticed that I don't like to put like a ton of hydration on in the morning. But this little bit, I feel like just helps, especially because after I wash my face at night, I do put on like a decent amount of moisturizer, so I do feel like that helps. So that's what I do. First of all, let's start with our primer. So I'm just going to use, this is the new e.l.f. Liquid Poreless Putty Primer. I've actually been liking this. This is like the third, maybe fourth time that I'm going to be using it. I've really been liking to use it with, this is kind of like a foundation brush. That's kind of how I'm using it. Just like a paint style, so I'll kind of show you. But let's get into like the actual get ready with me, or like the, oh shit. Spilling on myself. The chit chat part that I want to talk about. So on a random part, one part I'm like super excited about is I just hit 100 subscribers here on YouTube, which is like super exciting to me, and honestly something that I have been working on for quite a while now, and I'm just really excited. Like, it definitely feels like a milestone. Like, I know that it's not like this massive milestone, but it is something that they do, they say with YouTube, getting your first 100 subscribers is like one of the hardest things to do, and just seeing it happen. Granted, it's been like a while because I haven't always been super consistent, or I think even some stuff we're going to talk about more within the video. I'm just going to pat it out real quick. So basically what I like to do is kind of brush it on, because I do feel like this is the type of primer that you're not supposed to like just rub like moisturizer. So I like to brush it on, get a nice thin layer, and then kind of just press it in, lightly smooth it in. But I really like the finish of this, and I just really appreciate the more lightweightness of it. I have been breaking out a bit more. I really hope it's not the primer, because that would really suck. But I'm not like super amazing with my skincare. I'm trying to get better with like a better skincare routine, but I'm not 100%, so I don't fully know what's been breaking me out, but, we're just gonna go with it. What do you want to talk about? Yeah, no, so with hitting 100 subscribers, that is super exciting. I'm just going to, oh my god. Sorry if the lighting or, like, camera angle keeps changing. I have, like, because I record on my phone, and I have, like, my phone plugged in right now, because I've been working all day, so it's, like, dying, or not, like, dying, but, I don't want it to die as I'm, like, filming. But I keep, like, somehow knocking it over. Like, the cord keeps getting stuck on something and, like, falling. And anyways, I am going to, as we start talking again, I'm just going to use the e.l.f. Camo CC Cream. I've actually been liking this. I don't know if it's the fact that the weather is just, like, a little bit not as hot. It's still hot, don't get me wrong. So I don't know if it's the fact that the primer is the same brand or what, but it's been working really good, and I think the biggest thing is I love the coverage. I really love more fuller coverage foundation, and I feel like the shade match, I'm fair, oh crap, 120N. I think it's like a pretty good shade match for like the rest of my body, so that's good. What else do I want to talk about? Let's see. So, with hitting 100 subscribers and all of that, one thing I'm really trying to work on is, or I've been kind of thinking about for a while, and so this is also kind of an update, I guess, is I want to work on like consistency with my YouTube channel, because I feel like I've wanted to do makeup, which is like probably my main passion, but I'm also into decorating, and then I get into like other things. Like I've never done sewing, but like that's another thing that I really find interesting and I would love to explore more as like a hobby in the future. But as I'm trying to build this channel, I feel like I just need to find a subject to stick to. While I'm talking real quick, I'm just trying this out more. This will be the second time I've used this. It's the e.l.f. Halo Glow Beauty Wand Contour. I used this the other day, and I don't know if it's the fact that I'm just in like a, I don't really contour that much, so I don't, ooh, that's a lot. I don't feel like it does anything for me, you know, I don't know, but we'll play around. I just put accidentally a ton on my face. This is fair light, if you're curious, but, so, and I'm going to blend it out with my beauty sponge. So, back to what I was saying with my content. So, I think the biggest thing I did was for Pride Month, I did mainly decorating content, which, I did do one makeup video, but I definitely knew that I wanted to have it themed, and I think that is something that I still want to continue to do with holidays and things that I want to, celebrate. As with, it's currently, if you're like a Halloween person like I am, it is currently spooky season. Basically, like a lot of people are doing like Halloween hunting and all of that stuff. So I really kind of, even though I'm not gonna do that per se, I want to start doing like kind of more Halloween, whatever, a little bit more theming on this channel, at least for like this, next few months. It's gonna take a bit more of that e.l.f. CC cream on like a concealer brush and just carve out my eyebrows. But basically the main reason why I want to talk about that is, so I'm thinking of, for right now, stopping the decorating content that I've been doing, unless it pertains to like my space. So I do want to, like, I love how, I feel like you can't really see right now, but like Allie Dawson, I know that she will decorate her space for like Halloween or different seasons, and that is definitely me. So that is probably something I will do still, because it does pertain to like makeup and all of that. But yeah, I'm not 100% sure if I'm going to be doing like decorating videos, and I feel like it also just kind of takes a bit of like a weight off my chest with that, because I love the whole idea of decorating and all of that, but I really still want to make sure I'm like building my channel. So kind of what my goal is for right now is I'm not going to be doing decorating videos. If I do, or if I, do my decorating and want to share what my decorations look like, which I probably will, I think that I will just film a second video on this channel. I was tempted to, in the, far-ish future, start a second channel that I wouldn't upload much on, but just to have, like, the decorating content that I like. But I just feel like that can be a lot, and I don't see why I can't have it all, like, on the same YouTube channel. I think that I just want to make sure that I'm predominantly doing makeup content. Like, I'm getting very inspired in that case by, like, Mattie Bean, who lately basically is majority makeup content, but will also do, like, vlogs. I don't think I'm ever, so far, because I just don't feel like my life is that interesting, or that I'm doing a lot of stuff to vlog. Sorry, I went a little higher on this eyebrow than I meant to, but whatever. I don't think, like, I do a lot of stuff to, like, vlog per se, but it is kind of cool to me that you still have, like, the makeup content, but also, like, incorporate other things. So that is something that I would like to do more often in the future. I'm just gonna go in with a bit of the Milani eyeshadow primer. I still have really been liking this stuff. It's really, actually very nice. And then for eyeshadow, I'm still going to be dipping into another palette, I do think, but I did bust these out because I haven't played with them in forever. If anybody remembers Sugar Pill and all their little palettes, I don't know, like, I don't get enough use out of these, and I did have them kind of displayed, and they unfortunately fell. It kind of made me be like, oh, I wanna play with those, so I'm mainly going to be dipping in with the greens, I think. I did play with, like, the blues earlier today, and I want to play with the greens, so especially in their, whatever this one's called, I don't remember, 10th anniversary, this upper shade here, it's like a really pretty minty kind of shimmery green, and I really want to, I think apply that, maybe it's like my brow bone, I don't know, I think that'll be pretty. I think I'm gonna dip in from the first capsule collection palette. Why am I showing my mirror? Dorky me. Taking this green shade called Radiate. It's like a fluffy kind of blending brush. Start rocking that into the like inner part of the eye. But anyways, so with the decorating content that I was talking about that I'm probably going to be pulling off of my channel, not pulling off, but like I'm not going to be posting it probably as much. I do really want to get better with Instagram, so more than likely I will be posting that stuff on Instagram now. Like, I really just want to get better at like that, better at like stories. Like, I feel like I'm doing decent with YouTube, as in I'm a lot more consistent. I feel really good at my plan of sticking with, you know, makeup and all of that. I feel like I have a really good plan with that. So that makes me feel good. What next shade do I want to take? I love these palettes, and they have like these greens, but I feel like they're all like pretty similar. That's kind of unfortunate. Hang on, let me grab a different palette real quick. So, one palette that I've been falling in love with is the Ace Beauté Oceanic palette. I never really used it before. Like, I used it, but like, I don't know, like, I guess I just don't feel like I appreciated it. I think I'm going to, what do I want? You know what, let's just dip into a bit of seagrass. So something I really want to start playing with a lot more is, like, phase products. I feel like I tend to be very eyeshadow heavy, especially with my purchases. And granted, I don't feel necessarily like I'm quite gonna stop. As in, my goal, which may seem excessive to some people, but my goal is to get one eyeshadow palette a month. We shall see. I did go for a bit where I just wasn't buying like any eyeshadow, but as that this is a makeup channel, I still want to make sure that I'm like bringing fresh new content and, you know, reviewing stuff, because I think that that will be cool, and I would like to show my, you know, thoughts and perspectives, but I know that I cannot buy every single new release because there's constantly all sorts of new stuff, and rolling in with that, I know that I want to try other formulas of just different products. So, for example, I did today, I wasn't going to, and it kind of worked out to be like a little treat for hitting 100 subscribers. I did pick up Lisa Eldridge just launched liquid lipsticks, which I'm very excited about because if you do not know, I am a lipstick, like liquid lipstick person. I do not really like bullet lipsticks that much, and I'm not like a gloss person or any of that, so seeing that she's coming out with liquid lipsticks is very exciting to me. I watched her video this morning, like I finished watching it, and she really is talking about, you know, the formula is really comfortable and all of that, and it's, you know, of course, a bit more, in my opinion, luxury price point. I think each of the lipsticks were $27, which to me is quite a lot for a lipstick, but that is something that as I'm, you know, trying to think of buying less, you know, makeup or just anything, that it will allow me to actually try out some of these different formulas that I just want to try out, specifically her line. Like, I really wanted to try out some of Lisa Eldridge stuff because it just, I think most of us, if we watch Lisa Eldridge, it's just, she's an incredible makeup artist, and I don't know, I feel like it's just kind of this, you build up this kind of pseudo trust with her. I'm just very, very curious to see what the formula will be like, and it is, again, you know, a product that I know I'm gonna love. So I will definitely more than likely have a review of the lipstick. I don't know if it's gonna be like a standalone. I'm assuming, but I don't know. And I did get the, I think it's called Ribbon, or like Velvet Ribbon or something, like that staple traditional red shade. I do kind of wish that she had like crazier, like not crazier, but like different shades. Quickly, I'm just gonna take that same fluffy blending brush and I'm gonna dip into that like mint green shimmery shade. But yeah, I do wish that she had other shades. Like, if you don't know, my favorite lipstick color is black, and I would be very curious to try like her formula in a black lipstick. But because she does not have that, and I don't honestly see her doing that. It really has not seemed like her brand to do things like that. You know, most everything she has released tends to be a bit more like subdued. Not that red is, you know, not, or like red is not subdued, like I get that, but it tends to be a more like traditional lipstick shade. I don't know. I'm so super excited to try it. That's why I purchased it. I'm gonna go back in with the first palette I showed you, with a little bit more of that radiate shade, just to blend in between the shimmer and the green. This is actually really pretty. This would be like a nice St. Patrick's Day look. But anyways, yeah, so I'm super excited to be playing around with some more luxury-ish formulas, or even just trying out different things. Like, I know there's been talks about, like, what is it, you know, Lady Gaga and the blushes, or House of Gaga, is that what it's called? I don't even remember. I don't even think that's what it's called. I honestly can't remember the brand right now. I do apologize, but I think it is a bit more, like, expensive blush, but, like, I don't know. I just really want to be able to utilize the makeup I have with my eyeshadow and stuff like that, and then kind of purchase from the categories that I don't normally purchase from. Let's look for a lid color. Like, I could pull from the greens that they have, and like, do I want to? I don't know, because they have, from that first capsule collection, they have like this really chunky green shade, and I mean, it's really pretty, and it's probably the most like, that's the most like shiny. I don't know. Ember is what that one's called. But I'm also tempted to pull from the second one, the orange one. This one called Insomniac, which is a bit. Oh, that's really nice. Actually, it's really. You know what? Let's do that. Oh, I like that. Like reflection. That's nice. I want to say it's like. To me, it's not really giving, like, Duke. I mean, maybe. I think there's, like, some gold in there. I don't know. Whatever. I'm just going to tap that onto my lid with my finger. Ooh, that's pretty. So, rolling back in with that, you probably saw on my, well, maybe if you did watch my most recent video before this one, I did, like, a duping out palette of the Glamlight Cookies and Cream palette, and I really do feel like that is something that I want to start doing especially more, because I get really excited about different eyeshadow palettes. But, you know, I can't buy every single one, and especially for right now, I'm not getting PR and, you know, and whatever, so a lot of times it can be very expensive, but to also be honest, I don't even know if I would, like, actually appreciate that Hershey's, like, cookies and cream palette. Like, when I saw what it actually looked like, I was kind of like, it looks nice. Don't get me wrong, and I'm sure the formula is impeccable as always for Glamlight, but I think it was just something I realized. I was like, you know what, I don't actually need this. Like, I want it because I want, you know, every single, but yeah, I don't feel like I need that. What I am definitely going to buy though from Glamlight, on a random note, because hello, again, spooky Halloween, they are coming out with, I don't even know what it's going to be called, but a Scream palette collection. I hope it's good. I'm not necessarily nervous. I'll be curious. I really just hope that I hope the packaging is really interesting. I kind of hope it's just like the Scream mask. I think that'd be really kind of cool. And I'm assuming it's definitely going to be that. I don't know. I don't know fully what I'm like hoping to see. I'm going to take a little bit of turtle real quick just to deepen in my crease. Let's talk about just, I don't know, whatever my brain's thinking of right now. So I think where I was getting distracted with the whole Glamlight and the Ghostface palette is my brain was actually thinking of, I watched the newest video, well, I think, from Trixie Mattel, Trixie Cosmetics is coming out with a camp collection, I think it's called. And I don't know if it's that. It's like, which is funny. I'm like here talking about how I want to not have as much eyeshadow and stuff like that, but I've not tried any makeup from them, and I think that the video launched like cream bronzers and some like liquid eyeshadows and like some other random stuff. I'm just going to apply this eyeliner real quick from Odin's Eye. It is shade 6. There was no palette, and I'm like a little disappointed. I wanted an eyeshadow palette. She was wearing the outfit that she, I think, had worn before, where she did like a little skit. I never watched it, but it was from True Beverly Hills, which is like, hello, 90s kid up in here. One of my absolute favorite movies, so I was super excited for the collection. And I'm just a little bummed that there's not an eyeshadow palette. I don't know, like, I don't know. So maybe that's just, I'm feeling just a little sad. I just wanted an eyeshadow palette. Maybe there's some lip products, I don't know. I don't remember. I just remember being like, about it. Let's apply the rest of the primer to my face real quick. And that's one thing I need to work on with all my videos. So, I don't know if I want to make another depotting video. I was going to, but then like I've realized that there's so many already out there. I don't fully know. So, let me start off why I was thinking of doing it. So, I felt really inspired. So, I don't know if you also follow Clara's Makeup Diary, but we are mutuals, and she had found me through my original depotting video where I had depotted like the Norvina palette, like, I mean, a couple years ago. Which, weirdly enough, that's still like one of my biggest videos, so maybe depotting is a really big trend. I don't know. I mean, it's not like in the thousands, but like it still is like my top video. She had also depotted her Norvina palettes, but she kept like the packaging and made it so you could like reuse it or whatever. And I was like, oh my god, I want to do that more. I want to do that with cardboard packaging. I want to figure that out. And I did not realize that there is like a whole community of people who already do that. I am tempted, if I'm able to figure out a way to do it. Most of the time when you like remove the shade, the glue will kind of like rip off part of the paper, and then when you want to put the magnet, it's just kind of like not looking cute. If I can figure out a way to like fix that issue, then I think I will make a video. I really just want to figure out a way to do it where it's all of my palettes become magnetic, but it's like nice quality. I don't know if anybody else watches Christine McConnell. I aspire to be on her like level of creation. Like, granted, we're very different and some of the things that we do are different, but I feel like she creates on such like a masterful level that I would just, oh my god, goals to be on that level. So even with that thing, I think she even has a depotting eyeshadow video where she, I think it was Milk Cosmetics palette that she moved to like an old cigarette compact, and then she used foam board to make it look really nice, but it looked nice. Like, it looked professional. Like, somebody would pay, you know, for that. And I'm like, okay, that is my level of, you know, fanciness that I kind of want to get to. That is definitely my goal with that. So if I'm able to create that, then you will definitely be seeing a video from me on that, because I don't know, I'm really interested in it, and depotting is super exciting, and if I can help anybody figure out a way to do that, because I do feel like a lot of people agree with me on the realm of we want to have our palettes magnetic. Like, we love, I don't have many ColourPop, but I have a nice appreciation for the fact that all ColourPop eyeshadows are magnetic. I love that because, especially for me, that's something I have noticed when watching like a bit of the community of like depotting. Like, they'll depot and then it's like, oh, it's so that I can like, if I want to change the palette up, and like, granted, that does make sense. Like, if you want to change like how the colors look and to make it better for your mind, I think that's great. Or, you know, if you want to, oh, I want to swap this shade for this shade but keep it in the same palette, again, I think that's great. Mainly, I want to do it because there's so many palettes out there and I want to be able to dupe them, you know, because I have so many colors that I can at least get close. And with having Glamlight's formula specifically, and now, you know, Blend Bunny, and even some of the Sugar Pill, and just a lot of the other brands that I absolutely love that have really good formulas, you're able to dupe these out, you know, I personally feel. So it definitely is something that I want to just do a lot more, because I think even if I end up buying the product, I still, especially for you, you know, I would like you to be able to feel that you can switch these things up, that you don't have to buy every single makeup launch, because you don't have to. But I also understand wanting to feel inspired, because I want to feel inspired. You know, I get stuck in a rut or whatever, and I'm like, oh, I just want something new, I just want something new. And it's like, well, if I can figure out how to move around my stash, then I'd be completely in love with that. But real quick, I think I'm gonna apply, God, black lipstick? I don't know. Should I apply this? Does this look weird? Okay, I think I have decided. I'm gonna go, I think, nude. You know, and I realized that I actually do have a nude. That the brand, I'm like, half and half with supporting, but it is Wet n Wild Rebel Rose. I think this should work out really good. So let me apply that real quick. If you are curious, the main reason why I said that I feel very iffy with Wet n Wild, my biggest issue with Wet n Wild is their, like, shade range, at least that I have seen. I feel like they really struggle with that, like a lot of other brands do, where they have, even it's giving Essence, you know what I mean, even thinking, where they just have such a small, limited shade range, and it just bothers me because I feel like it's just excuses. For a massive brand like Wet n Wild or Essence, I just don't understand. I don't understand, and I also feel like don't come out with complexion products if you're not going to have something that will work for most people. That mainly is the most disappointing thing, and so certain products, like from Wet n Wild and Essence, complexion products, I will not be using them. If I don't feel like they have a fair shade range that will work for everybody, you know, kind of like Hourglass, I'm not going to use them. The only reason I do feel like I will feature Wet n Wild and or Essence and some other more affordable brands is because that. They are affordable. I do think that people are going to be curious about these products, and especially if you don't have a lot of money, I know, at least for me, I'd be curious if they are good, and I do feel like a lot of them, I can mainly speak for Wet n Wild because I haven't used a lot of Essence, but they tend to be very good. I do like their liquid lipsticks. It's a decent formula. I'm sure it's not anything like, you know, crazy, but it works, and I like that, and I do feel like it is something that can work on everybody. I mean, God, if you've ever been in a place where it has the Wet n Wild lipsticks, they have, like, I don't know, a freaking 100. I mean, they have not the liquid lipsticks, but even their traditional bullets. They have so many. So freaking many. But anyways, let me stop talking so much. I'm gonna actually try out a little thing. I think this might have already set, so maybe it's too late, but we'll see. Where I think it was actually from that Lisa Aldridge video where it's like you kind of soften out the edges a little bit. So I'm just going to take a little brush and just see if I can kind of do that. Kind of like a more lived in, softened lip. I don't know if it's just me. I feel like this just looks like a natural, like the top part, like a natural like lip color. Not like natural, but like it doesn't look too defined, and I kind of like that. I think that looks so nice. Okay. This will definitely, I think, need to be a repurchase for me because this is kind of getting a little old. But it's a really nice shade, and if I say so myself, it might be my, like, perfect lip color. I don't know. I really like it. It feels super nice. Let's jump on in to blush. So, I don't have anything new, I don't think, right? You know what? Let's use a little bit more of this contour product. I don't hate it. I think it looks okay. Might be a little, I probably will use a little too much around the hairline, but I don't know. I know this is supposed to, I think, deep out the Charlotte Tilbury one. That's a brand that I'm like so on the fence because I feel like most people say that the products they try from Charlotte Tilbury that either they're like disappointed or I don't know. I feel like like complexion products, absolutely. Eye products, no. Because if you see this eyeshadow, that's a no. I think that everything she does is more soft and subdued, and if you love that, that is incredible. And I think that, I mean, you can get that from basically every single brand under the sun, so why it needs to be Charlotte Tilbury, I don't know. But for the products that I have, well, I only have that one little quad. It's nice. So for blush, I'm just gonna dip back in. I've really been loving this random little quad thing. I don't even know if this still exists. I'm assuming not. The Infallible Paints by L'Oreal. I had got it on clearance a long time ago. But I'm gonna dip into this like rosy shade with my favorite Sonia Kashuk pointed blush brush. The little rosiness going on. I don't even know if I want to do like under eyes right now. I feel like I'm just liking how this looks. I may not apply more mascara because I already wore it today, and if you know, the mascara I wear is like super waterproof, and it's just hard to get off, and I really don't want to like thicken up my lashes too much. One cool thing that I recently did pick up, and I think, holy moly, if you don't have this, or like these, you really should. So I've had my lash curler from Revlon for forever. The brand of who it's by is not important. I think the most important thing is, are you cleaning your eyelash curler? I was watching, mainly I'm thinking this because I was watching Erin Parsons, the like fake lashes look kind of thing the other day. She did a more like in-depth video of it, and she said, is it clean? And then also, is the rubber piece like fresh? And mine wasn't, and she said that it really can like strip your lash, or like cut the lashes, mess it up. I think for me, and I guess I'm just very lucky, it didn't necessarily do anything to hurt my lashes, but because I recently ordered from Amazon some of the new, just like a pack of them. I don't even remember how much it was, but I have like a ton of them now, which will last me quite a while. But it curls so much better. So I feel like if your lash curler, and this is just a regular, just, you know, Revlon, you can use e.l.f. I don't really fully feel like it matters. Eventually, I one day want to try like one of the more bougie ones just to see if there's a difference, but probably not as much. I really like this, and I feel like I have a new lash curler basically just by changing that. So if you have not changed yours in a long time, here is your moment to do it. And again, also, you know, with randomly of just trying to use less, I think it's a really good idea to just replace the parts that need to be replaced instead of just tossing them. Even if a new eyelash curler you can get at the Dollar Tree or whatever, replace the pieces that you can replace, I feel. You know what I mean? I think that we should all be doing our best to make strives to be a little bit more eco-friendly. I think I'm going to apply a little bit of mascara real quick, because I think the lashes are okay. But I think that this might be it for this video. Super short. Well, probably not, honestly. I think I chatted for a while. But yeah, I feel super excited for the future of my channel. I'm so excited. On a random note, it is almost my birthday. I'm going to be changing around my room and my beauty space. So I don't know how much I'm going to be filming or whatever. I might just kind of show you everything once it's done, because, you know, to be honest, if you have never filmed yourself doing things, it just takes so much longer, literally, like, to show, like, all the little things you're doing and to get the different angles and all of that. It just takes a really long time, and for right now, I just don't fully know if that's something I want to be doing, especially if I just don't feel like it's gonna get a whole lot of views. But we'll see. Let me know if you did really like my video I did that was my, like, redoing my beauty space. Definitely let me know. I think it is something that, you know, I would love to include more of, you know, utilizing what you already have. But I do think that I can still do that with a walkthrough after everything is finished. I think that might just be kind of a better idea, just to make it more fun. But yes, okay, that is the end of today's video. Definitely let me know down below what you do think. I would absolutely love it if you did subscribe. Join me on this channel, on this family. I am trying so hard. I don't know what my next goal should be, 150, which is like so far off. It feels like it'd be cool if we got there, but like, you know, who knows. But I'm gonna stay here. I'm gonna keep trucking along, just keep working, making my content even better, and I really do hope that you can see that and that, I'm making you want to stay here. But anyways, yes, definitely leave me a like, leave me a comment, let me know what you think about just anything. Hope that you are having a wonderful day, night, evening, whatever time of day it is for you. And I will see you on my next one. Okay, bye.